up, guys? Joe Madden here at Picks and Parlays, coming at you with the Sunday Funday matchup, 4:25 Eastern, November 30th. Already November 30th, between the Las Vegas Raiders and the LA Chargers. Now, opening lines on this one, the Chargers at 8.5-point favorite. That number has fired up. We are seeing those 10s starting to pop. BetMGM has a 10, as well as Pinnacle Sports 411. Now, if you like the LA Chargers, make sure you shop for that 9.5. I'm still seeing a 9.5 at FanDuel, DraftKings, as well as Caesars, Hard Rock, and then a handful of others. So shop those lines. If you like Chargers, don't lay the 10, lay the 9.5. When we're looking at the total has gone down. Opening at 42.5, we're now seeing basically 40.5, some 41. So depending on where you like it, I do think we could see the Chargers putting up a heck of a lot of points. But what are we going to see out of the Las Vegas Raiders with Geno Smith at the helm? We know the Raiders have struggled absolutely this season to get things done. They did fire their OC, Chip Kelly, who they got from Ohio State. That was a really short time that he was with this team as their OC. So he's out the door. So we got another offensive coordinator stepping in. We'll see if that does generate a spark here for the Raiders, but I doubt it generates much on this team who's been bad on both sides of the ball. The Raiders have lost their last 5, 9 of their last 10. Their last win came versus the Tennessee Titans in week 6. You guys haven't won since week 6. It hasn't been pretty at all. When we talk about the Chargers, off a bye in this one, but that came before the bye. You guys, I'm a Bolts fan, and it was so painful to watch versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. They lost that one 35-6, and that's not even the most shocking hearing the score. It's hearing what this team did on offense and allowed on defense. Offensively, they only had 135 combined yards through the air and on the ground. That's disgusting. Justin Herbert threw for 81 yards, 10 of 18 attempts. He threw an interception as well. And then defensively, the defense allowed Trevor Lawrence and co to put up 345 yards on them. So both sides of the ball needed that rest at the bye. They should come out nice and strong. Now, AFC West divisional matchup, it's always scary to lay this many points nice and strong in this one, because next week they have Monday Night Football with the Philadelphia Eagles. And in that, it's going to be such a hard game. They'll be at home in that one, but we know hard battle there with the Philadelphia Eagles. So they need this win coming out of their bye. I would be hesitant of laying the 9.5, 10 points with the Chargers, but I won't be shocked if they win this by a couple of touchdowns, right? You look at the Raiders, you look at their struggles. Yes, they're going to get up. Pete Carroll is going to be excited to take on Jim Harbaugh. There's going to be so much happening in this one, but I just can't see it happening for the Raiders where they cover. One thing, though, that I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at the Chargers team total. I'm expecting this offense to have that huge bounce back after the disaster we saw last week versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to take the LA Chargers team total over 25.5 points. It seems too light for the LA Chargers. We're looking at them 25 points versus Pittsburgh. We did see 27 versus the Tennessee Titans, 37 versus the Minnesota Vikings. Versus the Colts, they were still able to put up 24 points there versus the Colts, whose defense I trust a heck of a lot more than the Las Vegas Raiders. So looking at this team, I do think they have every ability to come out nice and strong. I am concerned, though, about their hard schedule with the Philadelphia Eagles on deck Monday Night Football, December 8th. And then after that, they will be in Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs again. I have a little bit of concern when you look at that full game spread of the backdoor cover because of the Eagles on deck and then the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead that the Chargers will have to face in that next meeting. So after Monday Night Football. So there's a lot to consider here for the Chargers, but I do think we can look at some player props in this one and their team total over 25.5, expecting them to be able to put the points on the board against the defense here of the Las Vegas Raiders. And I know Max Crosby is going to be putting that pressure on the Chargers, but that's basically it for the Raiders defensively. So looking at Justin Herbert coming into this one, he has a passing prop of 235.5. Gladly give me that to the over. His over 1.5 passing touchdowns as well at -122. If you're looking at Geno Smith, light numbers at 203.5, the over 1.5 passing touchdowns at +200. I just don't see Geno Smith having it. I do think I do think Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty do have the ability to get some nice plays out there. Ashton Genty with his leg, Brock Bowers, nice passes up the middle. But I would look here at only Chargers props if you guys are going to go there. I do think we look at this, we look at the fact that Omarion Hampton should be back shortly here for the Chargers as well. Definitely something to circle when he gets back in this lineup. I will look at Gadsden here for the LA Chargers for that anytime tutty coming in at plus 195. I also think Keenan Allen in an AFC West divisional matchup will get the play at plus 230 for the anytime touchdown. And then I'm going to look at his receiving props as well. I'm expecting some long bombs from Justin Herbert to Keenan Allen. We know Keenan Allen's ability to pull them in. 37.5 is his total receiving yards. His longest reception coming in at 16.5. That number is just too light for me. Now we know Ladd and Quentin Johnston have been used for those nice deep bombs as well. Ladd McConkey coming in at 19.5, Quentin Johnston coming in at 18.5, but still I like Keenan Allen at that 16.5 number. When we look at Gadsden there, his number coming in at 19.5, a little heavy for me there with Gaston. If you are looking for Ashton Genty to get the work on the ground for the Las Vegas Raiders, his rushing yards is coming in at 53.5. His rushing attempts coming in at 14.5, kind of like the attempts better than the yards. If you're looking for best bets in this game from the handicappers of Picks and Parlays, head on over to picksandparlays.net today and grab the sale happening right now. Cyber Week site-wide sale, 33% off everything. Promo code thanks33. And while you're over there, you guys, make sure you do also download the Gold Sheet. The Gold Sheet is free right now. You want to make sure you grab it. I'm going to put the video up at the end of my recap here on this game. So make sure you check it out. Listen to everything that you can get for free on picksandparlays.net with that Gold Sheet. What is included in that newsletter? One of the most trusted newsletters of all time for bettors and bookmakers out there. So you want to get this Gold Sheet for free. So when you're over getting the Gold Sheet for free on picksandparlays.net, don't forget, load your cart, everything that you can fit into that cart. You will get 33% off with the promo code thanks33. So going back into this game, recap time, AFC West divisional matchup. I know it's a lot of points, too late with the Chargers. I'm not going to run to the window with that because of the look ahead for Monday Night Football with the Philadelphia Eagles, as well as the Kansas City Chiefs after that. I do think here, though, I'm not going to be shocked if they win this and win this big. This is a get-right situation coming back in off a bye after having a terrible loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So not going to be shocked. I'll just look for them to go over their team total. 25.5 is their team total, over the team total coming in at minus 111. I expect them to nicely move the ball deep on the secondary here of the Las Vegas Raiders that I don't have the faith in. I will look at Justin Herbert over the 235.5 passing yards, over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I'm also going to look for Keenan Allen to have his way here in this game. Over 37.5 receiving yards, as well as his longest reception, over 16.5 at minus 125. As for the touchdown scorers, I do think you can see in this one, Gadsden get in the end zone at plus 195, as well as Keenan Allen at plus 230. Those are my favorite bets of this game. If you guys want to look at anyone for the Raiders to get in the end zone at plus 170, I can't deny Brock Bowers. I think Ashton Genty will be able to get some work on the ground as well. But I think the Raiders come up against a hard game here in the AFC West, and we see the Chargers walk away with not only the victory, but a fantastic win, bounce back spot out of this game. Make sure you do me a solid. Hit that like button over here on YouTube. Also, turn on the notification bell so you know when these free videos are dropping here on the daily. Drop below this video also what you're liking in this matchup. Do you think my LA Chargers come out and win this by 2 tutties? You could see it, right? You could see a circumstance where they come out. Or do you think the Raiders pull off a massive upset over the LA Chargers? They're going to be prepared and ready to take on this team. I just don't think they have what it takes. You guys, all the best in all of your bets. I'm going to play that video for the Gold Sheet, so don't go anywhere. Listen to everything that you can get, and then head on over to picksandparlays.net. Make sure you download it today for free. It's not going to be free for much longer, so check it out. When you're over there, use that promo code THANKS33 for the Cyber Week site-wide sale. 33% off everything with that promo code thanks33. Looking to check out the gold sheet? Well, I've got a deal for you. You can get it for free. Normally $19. This week, you can download the NFL Week 13 NCAA Football Week 14 edition of the Football Gold Sheet. Since 1957, the Gold Sheet has been the gold standard in football handicapping, America's longest running and most trusted betting newsletter. For 7 decades, bettors and bookmakers have turned to the Gold Sheet for its unmatched depth, accuracy, and insight. The Football Gold Sheet delivers full coverage for every NFL and FBS college football matchup, including, are you ready for this, you guys? It includes so much expert analysis and score forecasts for all games across the board. Gold Sheet power rankings, which project point spreads, stat comparisons, home-away splits, team averages, and head-to-head histories. First quarter, first half game log updates through Monday for every team. Trends and situational angles in the tech angle section. That was formerly the Gold Sheet Extra. Previous week's box score breakdowns to spotlight statistical anomalies and hidden value. A running week-by-week team log with against the spread results, team totals, total trends, and home road dog performances. And then the stat service page, formerly confidential kickoff, a clean data-rich matchup sheet featuring turnover notes, yardage metrics, and so much more. So head on over to picksandparlays.net, you guys. Normally $19. You can download it for free currently. $0, and I stress $0. Head on over to picksandparlays.net and download the Gold Sheet today for free.